Hey, I see many people be setting up these weird bloggle thingos. Right, well, old Gunpowder be hip and trendy just like the rest of you scallywags. I cannot write so well, I'm sure ye be aware, but I'll do me best to answer your questions. Write me a letter and I may respond to ye. Maybe. For ye rogues, or as some of y'all seem to tell me, rouges, postage be coming out of your pay. Just letting you know before you're writing to me. How many seas are there and how many of them have you sailed? I'd love to tell you, but, well, see, Devonshire be saying there's something I'm not so good at, and I think it be relating to what you're talking about here. What was it? Counting? Yeah, I think. I'm not so good at it, matey. But boy, I gotta tell you, I've sailed lots of places. Even found buried treasure once. Like a real pirate, I quite miss doing it, and maybe someday I'll get out there again. Ahoy, Gunpowder! Do Pokemon often become scared or confused by your sea-loving accent? Scared? How be that making any sense? I ain't heard of no fear me accent, but I do hear I strike fear into all the new recruits on account of all the stories that go around. It's called respect, matey. You have to earn it if you want it. It helps that I always make an example of at least one of them in front of the lot. Never seen landlubbers run as fast as that. Guess they ain't be fit for us, eh? And confused? I can understand myself fine, and so can Devonshire. Not too concerned with others. Avast, ye sea dog. Does ye have a mast or a galley down below? There's something wrong with your mate. Screw loose? Why would I be having a mast down below? Can't sail much with one if it were hanging down, now could I? And a galley? Ha! I wish, mate. Someday I'll be feared by this entire land, and I'll be able to round up enough landlubbers to never have to lift a claw. But until then, I sail purely on wind. What a strange one ye be. Did you just say that? But boy, I gotta tell you, I've sailed lots of places. Even found buried treasure once. Like a real pirate, Wait, but I thought you were a real pirate. That's what I said, yes. You might want to get your readers checked out. Hey GP, I want to know, did your hat ever get damaged in battle? If so, who do you trust enough to repair it? Aye, a fine question. The truth be that I've been using this same hat since I can remember having one. As for getting roughed up, aye, it happens, but she's a good hat, and it takes quite a beating to rank it up. Only time it has happened was when someone went after the hat for a wee joke. Said he wanted to see what was under there. He didn't like what he found, let's put it that way. For fixing, I do it myself. Never trust anyone else with your hat. Besides, only two people could help me. A merchant or Chris. For merchants, they be shipping it off to who knows where, and I be getting it back who knows when. The other choice be Chris. Now, he does a fine job and all, but I think I've seen him eyeing me weird sometimes. Maybe I just be paranoid though. What do you like to eat? Frogs, mostly. Oh, I do apologize if you caught me staring. It's just that sometimes it's hard not to be distracted by your manly charms. Yar, matey, what you be doing there? This is mine! But we see eye to eye on one thing at least. I be bloody fine! If the Lord of Fashion and Tao says I'm fine, ladies, you be knowing I'm fine! Hey GP, I wanted to know what is up with your eye patch. Sometimes I see you wearing it, and sometimes I don't. Is it a fashion thing, or are you blind in that eye and just forget it every once in a while? Eh? Didn't ya hear? I was talking to Sorbet and he took it. Gee, whatever that thing be. It's PK's dragon. I pay no mind to it. Check your rumor mill and I'm sure you'll be finding some info. How many regions have you been to? Eh? Anonymous? How How'd ye get this address? Why is some nobody sending me letters? I ain't gonna reply if I don't know who's asking. But I guess just this one time I'll let me notes fall on deaf ears. I ain't sure how to answer your how many question. I've been to lots of places, not been to more. Mostly I remember home and this hunk of rock holding town. There were other places too, but they ain't too special. Oopa, oopa, oopa. Oopa, papa. Oopa, oopa, oopa. Oopa, pa, oopa. Boy, y'all sure can tell him. I couldn't agree more with this here sentiment. But I can't be certain of why old PK smells funny sometimes. Maybe you should ask her yourself. What do you think about Talk Like a Pirate Day? Eh? Talk like a pirate day? I don't much care what others be doing, but I don't think too kindly to people putting up a facade for no reason. What relation is that bluegill who's been waltzing around lately to you? Is there blood relation? Ah yes, him. If by blood you mean siblings or something, then no. But there's certainly be blood between us. Bad blood. I don't really want to talk about him, that's how bad it be. But I'll say one thing, he's an old bilge rat! Ah, sorry about before. The accent you have can be somewhat difficult to utilize correctly, or understood. Like the other day, our Sharpedo from Port yelled at me with, "Hey lad, how'd you like me to board your ship and wash your buckles? I'll let you plunder my booty if you let me walk your plank." I declined because I didn't have a ship. Do you know what he means? Oi, that's a bit of a toughie. He be saying one or two things. The most likely of him is that he wants you to jump in the water and drown yourself so he can eat half of you and then store the other half in a stash at the bottom of the ocean. He also might have been hitting on you, as in he wants to pound your butt, as I've heard from me mates before. It's up to you to take a gamble if that's your thing. I wouldn't though. Are you really that interested in what ladies think? You don't strike me as the type. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever seen you with one. You probably haven't seen me around many boys neither. I spend most of me time with Devonshire, doing the work that needs doing, and otherwise I keep to myself. I want the ladies to think I'm fine, but I don't go out of me way for him. This Dimitri fellow though, he's quite a handful. Asks me so many bloody questions. This ain't bad choice though. I just respect Devonshire's judgment. What do you think about Chex's relationship with Devonshire? Eh? Relationship? Ah, Devonshire never be dating no one. At least I don't think so. Unless you mean how they're friends or something? I don't know much about that. Devonshire and I mostly keep to ourselves about such things. Chex seems like a good kid though. Is he a kid? I don't rightly know myself. Oh, you're funny, lad. You also smell funny. What kind of perfume are you wearing? You smell like my mother. Alright kids, you see, this is why before sending a letter to your mate, you gotta make sure you're not drunk first. Don't tap into your room until after writing, or the person receiving it won't know what you mean at all. Unless you ain't drunk, in which case, mate, you write worse than I do, and that's saying a lot. Hey Gunpowder, I see you're joining us on these awesome things. By the way, where did you get your hat? Me hat? Actually, it was a gift from an old friend. She helped me through some rough times, she did, and the hat was a token of her appreciation, you could say. It's why I always fix her up instead of getting a new one. It's kinda precious to me. Hello there, mister. As far as I can see, you don't really have proper hands. Isn't it hard to write things? For example, letters? Ahoy, matey! A strange question to be asking for sure. I actually do write these letters myself, but it is a bit of a challenge. Not because I can't hold no writing thing, but because I can't really write so well. In the time I've known Devonshire, he be taught me how to do it. I still need some work, of course, but I do me best. To answer your question though, it ain't hard at all. I dip me claw in some ink and scroll with that. Easy. Pirates on trick bikes. That gives me a cool idea. The flip's a bike! What are you trying to pull here, a fast one? You hitting on me? I don't take kindly to that, you know. Why is the rum gone? Well, didn't you know? Rum be bad for you. I don't recommend drinking it to anyone. That was a joke, lads. I drank it all, you dummy. Would you say the pirate code is more guidelines or actual rules? I ain't heard of no real pirate code, more than just prowling the seas for good loot. Treat the ladies with respect is the biggest one I know of. They get it rough from lots of other pirates. Treat them nice. How many do you think would recognize you if you wandered around without your hat? A good number of people recognize me, alright. People I don't want recognizing me. Do you like snivvies, Mr. Handsome Gunpowder? Eh? What be a snivvies? Sounds like some kind of plant to me. I don't like plants. They smell bad and taste like dirt. I'll take me cares without more thanks. Wanna go out for a drink one day, Pirate King? What's that? Well, little lass, I do love me a drink or two. But keep in your mind, I don't pay. Not never. So if you're buying, I'll go. Avast, matey! Just a couple of questions for you. Have you ever fought a ninja before? What's your plunder for the day record? Lastly, have you found Waldo? I ain't got the slightest clue what a ninja is or what a Waldo is. Be a Waldo a ninja? You ain't talking sense, boy or girl. I can't tell that over the mail, you see. As for plundering villages, I ain't dishonorable. I leave people be unless they mess with me first. Except Dimitri, but he's always messing with me, technically.
Yah! Nothing but a bilge rat. I won't rest till I see you hanging from the yard arm.
Slow down there, man, or you'll hurt yourself. Say, Gunpowder, are you planning to visit the dojo to get some of the new moves from Master Shao, like Twister, Earth Power, or Whirlpool? After all, a powerful dual type such as yourself should gain a new attack after what you've been through with Kyurem. Hey, that was a spot of trouble, that dragon. I don't think I have any need to toughen up though, seeing as I'm already pretty tough as is. Besides, I don't like that Master Shao. It kinda weirds me out. I'm not a fan of old people. Hey, I am totally offended that you don't like Master Shao. This is me, being really offended. My personal offense has no bounds. Eh? Well, he be pretty old. Old people smell like cabbage. I ain't fond of cabbage. In your opinion, what are the upsides and downsides of being a pirate? Eh? Downsides? There ain't any, really. I get what I want whenever I want. Haha. But I gotta level with you. The stigma attached to it is pretty bad at times. Lots of prying eyes on me. So, after doing a pretty cool X-ray combo on my throat there, I hope you guys enjoyed it.